Hello everyone, this is Akang Suman here. Now we are going to solve the questions based on the path of contact and the arc of contact and the contact ratio. Okay. So in the question, we have to read the question first. What is given in the question, we will return. So when you write the given data, you just have to, put this value and keep in the equations that you are going to make. So that is easy to write the given data. Okay, otherwise you have to read the question, you have to search where is the data of module, where is the data of the teeth, number of teeth. Just write down the data given in the just write down the data which is given in the question and use that data in the equations that you are going to create. Okay, now here the pinion means small gear. We have classified, when we read the gear, we have defined that the bigger gear is considered as the gear and the smaller gear is the pinion. So of course it is a pinion having 30 teeth, that is the teeth which is less than the teeth of the gear. That is the basic understanding. So I am denoting the teeth of the pinion as a small t, that is the 30. And what is the teeth of the bigger gear, that is 80. Okay, now the profile of the gear is involute with the 20-degree pressure angle. So phi is equal to 20 degree is given in the question. Okay, and the 12 module, we got the module. Now when we get the module and the number of teeth, we can calculate the radius or the diameter. Okay, because we know that the module is equal to d by t. Okay, so now the next data, just I have to written is the addendum, that is 10 now that is all the given data. Now we just have to find out what is asking in the question. Find the length of the path of contact and the arc of contact and the contact ratio. So three things we have to find out. First we are discussing about the length of path of contact. Okay, now what is the length of path of contact? In the length of path of, when you see the length of path of contact, you see that there are three things that you have to find out. The first is radius of addendum circle, the second is radius of the pitch circle, and the third is pressure angle. These three things you must have to find out in order to calculate the length of path of contact. So what is given in the question, we can see here phi is given. Okay, radius of pitch circle we have to calculate. Now R is denoted as the radius of pitch circle for the gear, that is R. So that is capital R, that is mt by 2. Yes or no? Mt by 2, and this would be m is what, 12, and t is 80 and upon 2, and you will get the 480. Okay, 480 you can solve this. Now similarly you can find out the radius of pitch circle for pinion, that is mt by 2. Module will be same for mating gears. Remember, module will be same for mating gears. Multiply 30 upon 2. Okay, so what you will get, 180 Okay, so that is the radius of the gear of the pitch circle as well as the radius of the pinion. Are you getting my point? Now we have the value of addendum, that is 10 Using the addendum value, we can calculate the radius of addendum. Yes or no? Because we know that radius of addendum, that means addendum is equal to RA minus R, or RA minus R. Okay, we can calculate this. So here, if the addendum is 10 we can find out the radius of addendum circle. So here RA would be, addendum is 10 and the radius of pitch circle for gear we have capital R will be 480, so it would be 490. Yes or no? So that is 490 Similarly, RA, radius of addendum circle for pinion, would be 180 plus 10, that is 190 Now we have the value of RA, that means the addendum radius of addendum circle, radius of pitch circle, and the pressure angle. Now we can calculate the path of contact. We all know that the path of contact is equal to path of approach plus path of recess. So first we will calculate the path of approach. What is the value of path of approach formula? That is RA square minus R square cos square phi. Just learn the formula as it is, don't make any mistake in the formula. Okay, whenever you solve the questions based on the path of contact, arc of contact, write down the formula again and again in every question when you solve the questions. So just use the value RA, that is 490 square minus R square is 480 square cos square phi, and the value of phi is 20 degree minus R sin phi is not considered under root. So R is 480 sin phi. Sin phi means sin 20 degree. Now just calculate the value of this and you will get the value of path of approach. When you solve this, you will get the value of 27.3. I have just calculated using calculator, and so just I'm just putting the value directly. So that is 27.3 mm. When you use calculator, you can get the value of a path of approach. Similarly, we can calculate the path of recess. So path of recess, what is the formula of the path of recess? That is the small r a square minus r square cos square phi minus r sin phi. Okay, now just put the value because we all have the value of r and cos phi. That is RA means 190 square minus small r means 180 square cos square 20 degree minus r is what, 180 sin 20 degree. So when you solve this value, you will get the value of path of recesses. That would comes out to be 25 mm. Okay, just using calculator you can calculate this, you will get the 25 mm, don't worry. Now what is our intentions? That is find out the path of contact. Find out the path of contact, and that is the path of recesses in the pitch circle diagram. When we study about the involute profile, we have denoted path of recesses as PL, okay, and path of approaches as KP. I hope you will remember. In the diagram we have denoted path of approach as KP and the path of recesses in PL. So basically path of contact, that would be KL, that is equal to KP plus PL. Okay, now just put the value here, you will get the value of path of contact 27.3 plus 25. So what would be the value of, when you added them 27.3 plus 25, you will get 52.3 mm. So that is the answer you get. First part of that question, that is path of contact you left. Now the second, we have to calculate the arc of contact, and we all know that the arc of contact is what? This is the first part. Okay, in the second part we need to calculate arc of contact, and arc of contact is equal to path of contact upon cos phi. Yes or no? You just have to learn the formula accurately. Path of contact upon cos of phi. We are having all the values. Path of contact is 52.3. Path of contact is 52.3, and what is that? Is cos 20 degree. And when you solve this, you will get the value of 55.65 mm. You have to practice with a virtual calculator. Okay, Don't use scientific calculator, use virtual calculator, because in the examinations, in the gate exam, they will give you the virtual calculator. So you have to do the practice for a calculations, because some of the questions will get wrong just because of the just because of the calculation error. Okay, there will be possibility of calculation error, because there is a time pressure, because pressure is there of the time, because time is very short for the questions. So just have to use the virtual calculator in order to increase your accuracy in virtual calculator. Now arc of contact we have calculated 55.65 mm. We'll get the answer. The last portion we have calculated, we have to calculate contact ratio. Now just tell me, what is the formula of contact ratio? What is the formula of contact ratio? That is arc of contact. Arc of contact upon what? Upon what? Cos pi? No, there will not be cos pi. This would be circular pitch. Arc of contact upon circular pitch, and we have value of arc of contact, that is 55.65. Have we calculated circular pitch? No, we don't, we have not calculated. So I'm just calculating here. Circular pitch is equal to pi d by t, and pi d by t means pi m. Okay, because d by t is equal to m. Module is given. And what is the important thing for the circular pitch? For the mating gears, circular pitch having equal value for both the gears, and when you multiply them, you will get the value of circular pitch, that would be 37.7 mm. 37.7 mm circular pitch would be there, and you just have to put the value 37.7, and you will get the answer 55.65, 1.47. I already told you when I taught you contact ratio, that contact ratio is always be greater than 1. It cannot be less than 1, because at least one pair in mesh, at least one pair should be in mesh. Yes or no? So contact ratio always greater than 1. But what is the meaning of the 1.47 contact ratio? It needs to be understood. 1.47 contact ratio means in one full engagement period, one pair is in mesh, but 47% of the time of engagement, another pair is also in engagement with this pair. Are you getting my point? One pair is in mesh, no doubt, in full engagement period, but 47% of the time of engagement, along with this pair, another pair is also in mesh. That is the meaning of the contact ratio 1.47. So on an average, the value comes out to be 1.47. I hope you will understand how can we calculate the path of contact and the arc of contact and the contact ratio. Okay, so this is basically the conventional type of problems. As you are able to solve this type of problems, you can solve the small questions. You can solve easily the simple questions, because I'm going to discuss the complicated questions. That is the generally conventional type questions asking in the engineering service, conventional types of examinations. Okay, but you will be able to solve. You can in the gate examination, they directly can ask you to find out the arc of contact. They directly can ask you to find out the contact ratio. They will not give you that find out the contact ratio, arc of contact, path of contact, and the contact ratio. This is just for practicing the number of questions.